Welcome everybody to Extreme Power No Handling, and today we're dealing with the 1992 Mitsubishi Galant VR-4. Now this has 842 horsepower, 708 pounds-feet of torque from a twin-turbocharged inline-six engine, and the car itself weighs 3,139 pounds. It's got all-wheel drive. It can do 0 to 60 in 2.970 seconds, 0 to 105.931 seconds, going on to a top speed of 199 miles an hour. So yeah, this is the first Mitsubishi we've had on this series, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what it can do in comparison to other 90s era cars, especially the Audi RS2 Avant from the previous episode. This, granted, is a lot lighter than that RS2 Avant, but it also has worse handling, worse braking, and not as good acceleration. So yeah, it's going to be a difficult one for this Mitsubishi to be able to fight against those negatives, but hoping the lightweightness of it will come in handy at some point, and obviously it does have all-wheel drive, which will help with the power and the rain and puddles. So yeah, let's get out there and see what it can do. So, being our first Mitsubishi on this series, and a car maker that is well renowned for its all-wheel drive vehicles, I am hoping it can do well, even with the negatives that I have outlined, especially in comparison to the Audi from the previous episode. There's also an Alfa Romeo from the same year as this that had all-wheel drive that we took out a few episodes back. So it'll be interesting to see what this car can do in comparison to that. Oh dear. Not the best start there, but our first laps usually are a bit wayward in terms of getting to know what the car can and can't do. Understeer is bound to be a factor with this car, with a bigger engine up front and obviously a lot more power going through those front wheels. Decent acceleration, though granted not the best that we've had on this series. I think we've often used this engine in other vehicles though, so yeah, be interested to see what that can do as well. Well, not the worst first lap time that we've ever had at 1 minute 28.751 seconds. I actually do quite like this car in stock form, but I don't think it's going to match my expectations for it, because initially before driving it, despite the fact that, like I said, it has worse handling, worse braking than the Audi, and obviously less power, I was hoping that the lack of weight and that all-wheel drive, four-wheel steering would come in handy, but maybe my expectations were a little bit too high, because it is suffering from understeer. It doesn't have the best acceleration that we've had on this car on this series. That is an improvement nonetheless at 1 minute 27.396 seconds, but we're still way off the top 20. Certainly way off the pace of the Audi from the previous episode. All about learning when I can't use the power on offer. Better turning that time around, so a big improvement at 1 minute 25.213 seconds. Again, still doesn't quite put us in the top 20, but I think we're securely in the top 25 at least. Not going to improve on this lap. Hopefully we will do on the final lap that's coming up. Might not have the best acceleration that we've had on a car in this series, but still getting up to a fairly decent kind of speed on the straights. It's just a shame it's so limp-wristed through the corners, really. It's just suspension's a little bit too soft. The all-wheel drive system really can't handle all the extra power it's got going through those front wheels, and therefore we have combine those two elements and we've understeer. And the brakes aren't the worst that we've had, certainly are decent, but I just have no confidence in them to brake a lot later than I would normal. In a car that would have better brakes. Well, no improvement at the end there, so yeah, 1 minute 25.213 seconds is all we're going to get out of that. Goes into 22nd place, ahead of the Fiat 124 Spider of Bath, Chevrolet Supersport, Dodge Durango SRT, Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk, Toyota Hilux Arctic Trucks and the Lincoln Continental. So it's quicker than several newer all-wheel drive vehicles, but they are generally, yeah, a lot heavier and a lot bigger. They are generally SUVs there. And yeah, we're slightly behind the Kia Stinger GT, Dodge Demon and Cadillac CTS-V Sedan, and way off the pace of the Audi RS2 from the previous episode, and the Alfa Romeo 155 Q4, which is from the same year as this. So yeah, like I said, my expectations are probably a bit too high. I really should have lowered them a little bit, considering not just the age of the vehicle but the stats that were on offer. But my hope was a little bit too high, obviously, because yeah, those stats did work against it. I think it was like 4.1 handling and 3.8 in braking, but I was hoping that the lack of weight, the decent amount of power, decent acceleration, and the fact that Mitsubishi have, you know, done several cars with really good all-wheel drive systems would help, but evidently not. But you know, there we go. Some cars will work, some cars won't work as well. So yeah, there we go. But it's not awful. Certainly not. Certainly way off the bottom of the top of the bottom of the leaderboard. It's nowhere near as bad as other vehicles, even other vehicles with all-wheel drive. Even so, yeah, it's at least that going for it. And a top 25 position is hardly a poor position at the end of the day, especially considering, you know, the most of the cars in the top 25 are 2000 or younger, quite frankly. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.